Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the world's most fascinating mysteries and legends. Today, we're journeying to Germany, to a castle that looks like it's been plucked straight from a fairy tale. But behind its picturesque towers and timber-framed walls lies a history filled with tales of knights, battles, and restless spirits. We're talking about the magnificent Eltz castle, and the ghosts said to still roam its ancient halls. Nestled in the hills above the Moselle River, Eltz Castle is a medieval marvel. Unlike many other German castles, it has never been destroyed. For over 850 years, it has remained in the possession of the same family, the Eltz family. This unbroken history is rare, and it means the castle is a time capsule, preserving centuries of stories within its stone walls. And where there are stories, there are often ghosts. The castle is not just one building, but a cluster of several, built by different branches of the Eltz family. Imagine a medieval condominium, with each family having its own section. This unique structure led to internal feuds and power struggles, the most famous being the Eltz feud in the 14th century. It's from this era of conflict and chivalry that our first and most famous ghost story emerges. The tale of Countess Agnes. Agnes was a beautiful and spirited young woman from the Eltz family. As was common at the time, she was betrothed to a knight from a powerful allied family, the Knight of Braunsberg. However, Agnes's heart belonged to no one but herself. She was known for her independent spirit, and when she met her fiancé, she found him to be rude and arrogant. On the day of their betrothal ceremony in the castle's Knight's Hall, she publicly rejected him. Humiliated and enraged, the Knight of Braunsberg swore revenge. He secretly allied with enemies of the Eltz family and laid siege to the castle. The Eltz knights fought bravely to defend their home. During a fierce battle within the castle courtyard, tragedy struck. Agnes, seeing that her family was being overwhelmed, did something extraordinary. She donned her brother's armor, grabbed a sword, and rushed into the fray to fight alongside her kin. She fought with incredible courage, but her bravery couldn't save her. In the chaos of the battle, the Knight of Braunsberg, her spurned suitor, spotted her. He didn't recognize her in the armor and struck her down with a fatal blow. As her helmet fell away, revealing her identity, the story goes that her spirit refused to leave. Today, visitors and staff at Eltz Castle report strange occurrences in the Countess's bedroom in the Knight's Hall. Some claim to have heard the faint sound of a woman's sigh, or the rustle of a dress when no one is there. The most chilling detail is that the very suit of armor and the battle axe she allegedly wielded are still on display in her room. People who stand before it sometimes feel a sudden drop in temperature or an overwhelming sense of sadness. They say the spirit of Agnes, the brave countess who died defending her home and her freedom, still lingers forever bound to the place she loved. But Agnes isn't the only spectral resident of Eltz. The castle's long history is filled with knights and soldiers who lived and died within its walls. Another prominent legend speaks of phantom knights who still stand guard. During the Eltz feud, the castle was bombarded by catapults, and its defenders were under constant threat. It's said that the spirits of these loyal soldiers continue their eternal watch. Tour guides and late-night workers have shared stories of hearing the faint clang of armor in deserted corridors, or the sound of heavy booted footsteps on the stone staircases late at night. Some have even reported seeing shadowy figures, like silhouettes of medieval soldiers, standing in the dimly lit courtyards, only to vanish when approached. These aren't malicious spirits, but protective ones, forever tied to their duty to defend the castle and the Eltz family. They are the spectral guardians of this incredible fortress, a ghostly garrison that never sleeps. So how do these stories come about? Are they just campfire tales, or is there something more to them? Many ghost stories are born from real historical events. The Eltz feud was a real, violent conflict. Agnes, while her specific story is a legend, represents the strong women of the medieval era who often had their fates decided for them. Her story is a powerful symbol of rebellion and sacrifice. The Phantom Knights are a tribute to the countless unnamed soldiers who gave their lives in defense of their lords. These legends are a way of keeping history alive. They transform dusty historical facts into compelling human dramas. When you walk through Eltz Castle, you're not just looking at old stones and furniture. You're walking through the scenes of these stories. The legend of Agnes makes you feel the tension in the Knight's Hall. The tales of the Phantom Guards make you imagine the fear and bravery during the siege. These stories connect us emotionally to the past. They are the soul of the castle, passed down through generations. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the legends of Eltz Castle add a layer of magic and mystery to an already enchanting place. They remind us that every ancient wall has a story to tell, and sometimes those stories are so powerful, they seem to echo through time itself. So the next time you see a picture of a fairy tale castle, remember Eltz. It's a place where history is not just remembered, but is said to live on, in the whispers of a heartbroken countess and the silent watch of phantom knights. Thank you so much for joining me on this ghostly tour of Eltz Castle. What do you think? Are these just stories, or could there be restless spirits still roaming these ancient halls? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure into the world's greatest mysteries. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.